Did you delete everything off here?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to just roll? Just introduce yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
If you just introduce yourselves, tell us. Well, you know what to say.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to give me a signal when you're starting?
Action.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Mona.
And my name's Ken.
And we're here to introduce a project to you for which we are actually looking to bring public support behind it. It's called the Arthouse, and the Arthouse is a one year project centered around an empty building, based here in London, and this project will then be becoming a live portfolio for another project, which is a communal business blueprint. So it's fusing business and community into one viable, financially sustainable business solution that is exportable all around the globe. And this business is called Solaris. You will find links for both of the projects underneath this particular video. So click and basically get informed about the more, this is quite complex, so all the details you find on the relevant websites. So there's one for Solaris and one for the Arthouse. So ultimately we bring in empty buildings back into thriving circulation through in a way creative community building, I think they call it. And the whole idea is also rooted in our understanding that we are all creators, and our creativity can be utilized in many, many different ways, and all of that will tie into this project. I mean, for example, we're thinking about restoring empty buildings craftfully, professionally, turning the building itself into an art object that is not just functional, but also beautiful and aesthetic and unique. And do you want to actually say something how you got interested in?
Up to about 3 years ago, I used to work for the National Health as a clinician. In fact, I was a doctor of psychology.
You still are?
Yes, still are, obviously. My interest is that I think this is profoundly needed within society to give people the need to express their inner selves. What we need is help with funding, because we don't want to get involved with establishment/institutional organisations. So if you're up for giving us a hand, we'll be most grateful.
Donating money also, through the crowdfunding website that will also be posted underneath this video. And ultimately, if you have a space sitting around which you would like to be done up, then please get in contact with us ASAP. Because ultimately this is why it's exportable. It's centered around kind of universal building blocks which are treasured everywhere.
How would you use the space? What kind of activities are going to go on in this space?
Well, pretty much everything that is enhancing and empowering the human spirit towards a better world for everyone.
Yeah.
So
my idea and what my passion is to get communities back interested in their own communities, rather than let some bod sitting behind a desk in a town hall or government decide what's best for us. That's not only patronising, it's inhuman. And so the essence of us is, let's all try to get together, work together for the aim of getting this project up and running. Russell Brand is doing the same. We've been doing it for 5 years.
Russell, if you hear this, please get in contact.
Yeah, cool.
We love what you're doing out there.
Yeah, well done.
And what I was gonna add, and also referencing the question that you just asked, how you would use the space. This is where I feel our whole idea of what is creativity needs to be completely coming out of this old limited box. I mean, someone who can, you know, has a passion for cooking, you know, will bring people together through, you know, through their artful craft and through the way how they can actually put a meal together, you know, and food, for example, is one of these universal building blocks that, you know, can break the ice and can bring people from all different cultures and all different backgrounds and all, you know, like all different people will come together over food. So, you know, someone might have a passion and actually a real gift of creating peace between conflicting parties. That's actually like a unique brand of creativity. It's not just like painting and, you know, and singing and dancing.
Can I just, if I use this analogy, is what the idea is say you're sitting on the porch in your rocking chair when you're 80 years old, never having a feeling, if only I'd done that. We are there to provide that option.
Yeah, and one thing that I wanted to stress, like in particular, taking the stress out of it, is like what has conventionally brought down a lot of communities and really well-meaning projects is this eternal conflict between the individual and the group. And I have been thinking about this forever, and like through experience personally, I feel, and many people have agreed with me on that, asking me, you know, like, because this is a potential pitfall. Yeah, like, you know, how to navigate that, the individual and the group. So it's like we focusing on self-actualization, encouraging the individual to really, 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 you know, totally, like, you know, capitalize on what they love to do. Yeah. And through that, you naturally start contributing to the community much more organically. There's no force behind that. So that's a big thing, you know. And in many ways also when you asking, like, you know, so what will happen in the group, in that particular space, it depends, like, you know, where is this space gonna be? Is it when it's in Mexico City, there will be like different climatic conditions than here in London. You know, there will be different skill sets around. There will be different people around, like, you know, the building will look different. So every kind of like individual place will be a very unique incarnation of Solaris, you know, so it's like, you know, the Arthouse here in London is going to be very different here, maybe in Hackney it's going to be even different from the one in West Kensington. So, you know, we really thinking ultimately of looking at something that is exportable, because it's centered around universalities that bind all of us as humanity together.
First step is money. We need some assistance with anybody who's interested, which will hopefully turn into a passion to assist in this, because this is profoundly most important thing in a Western society, to get together as a community, and community based, and you can build from that rather than some guy sitting in Westminster or wherever he's sitting pontificating about us.
Yeah, and appreciating also that there is really unity, or like, you know, group cohesion is built through diversity. That we all coming in, like, you know, through our, you know, through who we truly are, and we forming, like, you know, something that is like diverse, you know, but it's like still, what?
Come on board.
Okay. And how you can help to bring this now to a conclusion, how you can help is like, you know, go to the crowdfunding website, donate. You know, if you know someone who has an empty building sitting, or you are like someone who, you know, like who has an empty building, contact us. Yes. And the third one is please circulate this video far and wide. Yeah, because we talk in numbers here. I mean, like, and the more we all realizing that we're sitting in the same boat, the quicker we can actually start focusing on solutions, because they are all around us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That was great. I think we've done well there.
Under 10 minutes.
Eh?
Just under 10 minutes.
What do you think?
You said a lot more.